So I'm looking at this beach, and my initial thought is that this isn't too bad. There's not a, there's a little bit of garbage here and there, but this beach has been relatively protected from, the problems with plastic and other pollution that, and I realized something is you see so many pictures, anytime there's an extreme, you see these beaches in some parts of the world where the beach has got so much garbage on it you can't even see the sand. And these are the pictures we're inundated with. So when I look at this beach, in my head, subconsciously even I think, I'm comparing it to, what is that? I'm comparing it to those images. And those aren't even my own experience. Those are shared experiences from other people. But they've tempered my opinion of things to where I look at this and go, this is pretty clean for a beach. And then I thought for a second and thought, well, what would I think of this beach if I'd never seen those really extreme examples? And I would think this was disgusting. I mean, look at all the garbage. There is a lot of garbage here. And I guess it just says something about the negative impact of, you get immune to things. And, when I was a kid, the environmentalists, were not as pervasive as they are now. I mean, now they're all over the place. They're like a political party. Back then, they were kind of this little cult that, but they would complain about a couple of pieces of trash washing up on the beach. That was a big deal. And now we look at how much worse it's got, And I think there's a big danger in the level of acceptance that we train ourselves to have. And I don't think it's intentional, but you kind of get into this, that's just the way it is, kind of mentality. And it hasn't always been this way. It doesn't have to be this way. This can be solved, this can be cleaned up, this can be stopped. But there's so many people, people are like, oh, you're a pollution denier, the people who just are like, oh, but that's not, those people make noise out of proportion to their numbers. Most people are kind of like, they're just living their lives. And those are the people that are most susceptible to a level of comfort where they forget that this isn't how it has to be. They get accustomed to seeing it every time they go to the beach. They see this level of garbage and they're like, that's just how it is. Especially, and I think social media, oddly enough, in its attempts to raise awareness can have the opposite effect because it numbs people to the problem. I think what needs to happen is that people need to somehow show better contrast. Because again, you look at this and you go, this isn't that bad. And I'm sure a lot of you are having that reaction where this doesn't look that bad. But you look at it, you can't, every couple feet there's something large and there's little bits here and there. I mean, this is a disaster. This is an ecological disaster. But this won't make memes. This won't make big YouTube headlines because it's not the extreme case. This pales in comparison to some of the really bad places in the world. I mean, you imagine how many volunteers could come out here with garbage bags. How long it would take to clean this one stretch of beach. This is some kind of a park. So I mean, this is supposed to be a sanctuary for animals and plants and stuff. And look at all the garbage. Something to think about.